y'all, and welcome to Baja California. Well, welcome to another beautiful day here in Mexico, you guys.
We were just thinking about it, and I think this is the first time Clementine's ever seen the beach.
Yeah, this is a first for her.
Aww.
I feel like our little girl's grown up. She's more like our big girl. Our big, fussy, annoying girl.
Old girl, older than us.
If you guys missed our previous video, we did the border crossing up in Mexicali and headed down south on Highway 5 down here to San Felipe. Had a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, we accidentally entered illegally, but we showed you how to not do that so that you will not repeat our mistakes. But now we are here, and we are legal, and we are ready to explore.
But yeah, we'll link to that video in the description and on the screen so you can see like kind of our first impressions of driving in Baja, how it changes the minute that we cross the border, and all the ups and downs that came along with that.
Our first stop is to this beautiful coastal town of San Felipe. As you can see, it's right on the water. Right on the water.
Almost had it.
This is actually the Sea of Cortez, and y'all, it's super chill on this side. It is called La Palapa because this thing is a palapa. It's actually just a little shelter with a thatched roof made of palm branches. I think most of the palm branches have since blown away, so now it's just kind of like a rickety old shack. But it is very useful for keeping the sun off of you, and it gives our RV some shade throughout the day.
Not gonna lie, these palapas are a little rickety though, huh?
Yeah, they have definitely seen better days, and they are held together by very rusty nails.
Apparently it caught on fire at some point, so yeah. Watch out for that. But you'll see little spots like this all over the coast of the Baja Peninsula. It's lined with a bunch of different RV parks that have palapas just like this. There's a bunch of different guest houses. A lot of them you cannot actually book online. There isn't a reservation system like you'd find in the USA. So you just have to kind of show up, and that's what we did here. And they gave it to us for about 40 bucks a night.
Yeah, they had quoted us, what, like 60 USD online, and then when we showed up, they just said, it'll be 800 pesos.
We saw reviews from like 10 years ago, and people were paying like $8 or $15, and then it was $25, and now it's 40, 60, who knows? So
yeah, and I'm sure whatever price you get will be wildly different from us.
Yeah. San Felipe has been super duper drivable. It is very chill. There's not a lot of traffic. There are, however, a lot of stop signs, so you got to watch out for those. And what you really got to watch out for is the speed bumps, man. Those will come out of nowhere, and they will wreck this Suzuki if you don't slow down. But it's been pretty easy driving in Mexico so far, right?
It has been, except I'm getting a callus on my hand from constantly having to shift this thing at every stop sign.
Yeah. Y'all, sadly, I didn't have the camera recording, but Ruby just went rolling because
that didn't happen. There's no proof. You cannot prove it.
Someone forgot to turn on the parking brake.
But I had cat-like reflexes and jumped back in and grabbed it.
You did good, kid.
Yeah, that was bad on me. So in addition to the potholes and the speed bumps and the stop signs, you also have to pay attention to opening hours. And by that I mean don't pay attention to them. Whatever it says online is not real. You just have to go to the place you want to go to, and half the time it's open, the other half it's closed, and that's how math works. But this is our third try coming to this coffee shop. It's finally open.
We were really wondering if we were going to be able to find good coffee in Baja, but it is possible.
It is, and this is probably our favorite spot so far. It's called Coffee Time, and it is definitely my coffee time, y'all. Ooh. One of our favorite things so far this trip has been trying every restaurant we can possibly find, and this one is maybe our favorite so far. It's called La Poblanita. We decided on it simply based on the smell. We were driving by, our windows were open, we were like, we must have this.
Yeah, he was grilling some meat, and it's just like wafting through the streets. It's awesome.
But we're not just having any kind of meat. What are we having, babe?
Cabeza. If you don't eat meat or you're sensitive to this kind of stuff, you better look away before I show this shot. But they have the head just steaming over there. I've never really seen how they cook the cabeza. Anybody just steams it and then picks it off and puts it right on this taco.
Yes. So cabeza means head, and it is a big old cow's head that is being steamed under there. I believe this is the cabeza. And this is carne asada. And then, look at this. Even more impressive than the meat is the spread that comes with it. I've never seen so many beautiful fresh veggies. It's so colorful.
And pureed avocado. This is my favorite.
Oh my
Get it on
gosh.
there.
That might just be the most buttery meat I've ever had in my entire life. It literally just like falls apart in your mouth. It's just a really nice flavor actually. I was kind of scared. We've had a lot of like organ meat in our days and I didn't know if it would taste like that. It doesn't.
When you see the head over there,
Yeah.
it doesn't look that appetizing.
No, but it tastes like really nicely stewed fatty meat. Oh my gosh.
Taco cheers.
Taco cheers! Yay Mexico!
You look so adorable in this thing.
I love it. We're so happy that we have Ruby here to zip around in. It makes daily life so much easier because even though San Felipe is kind of small, our RV park is way around that corner over there and you cannot walk down here. So you have to drive or do like a 30-minute walk. But this is the San Felipe boardwalk and it's probably the most known aspect of this town. It sits right at the middle, right on the water. We've been coming down here pretty much every day to grab food and drinks. I know it's a little bit more of the touristy side of town, but you can't beat the views.
Plus, it's just lined with all kinds of awesome shops, so you can just make a day of it, walking through, buying stuff, getting drinks, eating food.
For us, I don't think there's enough sunscreen in the world to save us on that beach, so I think we're gonna peruse some of the shops for a bit.
Yeah, that's why I'm having her do this shot like this, so
like
she's in the shade.
Hiding in the shadows. You have
Ba-boom, ba-ba-ba-boom.
what is it, naranja, orange?
Naranja, sí. You like in the sea? plain?
Yeah.
Así?
Like that?
Ooh la
See?
la.
Okay.
I think.
Porque I
Yeah.
have that one.
I think that looks about right. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that looks like me, especially this side.
Tattoo.
You're getting the shirt, huh?
I am, y'all. I've wanted one of these for years and years and years. We see these all the time when we're traveling.
What do you need this when this is what your body looks like?
Well, because then if, you know, if you're feeling bloated, if you get a weird sunburn, this covers it all up.
Tell you what, in Mexico, you never know when you're gonna get parked in.
I guess we're on beach time, y'all. We started up the car, I went to back up, and these guys stopped right behind me and started unloading, even though they can hear my vehicle is on.
They don't
I
care.
had my backup lights on. They're very much trying hard to avoid eye contact with us. But I do think it's fresh fish, so that is very good for anyone coming to eat here.
She's trying to maneuver past this box because they can't move these anyway. Gracias. All right, they moved it for us. We're good. Well, it took like 20 minutes, but we got out of there.
Took us and like 3 locals to say, hey, they need to get out for them to finally come and move it.
As you drive around the Baja Peninsula, or at least this part of it, you're gonna see a lot of RVs. Some kind of modern RVs and some a little bit junked out, like they've been sitting there for a few decades. All this to say, it is a bit of an RVer's paradise. There are RV parks all over the place. It is very RV friendly.
And you definitely want to check ahead of time to make sure that they have hookups, or at least see what kind of hookups they have. Ours is supposed to have full hookups. It does not.
No, check it out, y'all. We got another CD. Woohoo!
So next up, we decided to get a little bit out of San Felipe and went about 30 minutes south to the Valley of Giants. Can you guess why it's called that?
Because it's full of giant cacti that make Ruby look like even more of a little baby than she actually is.
She might already have a complex, but if she didn't, she surely does now. These cactus are putting her to shame.
Sand out here is a little loose and they require 4-wheel drive, so engaging. This one's got manual hubs, so you got to stop and turn them on.
Engage.
Dude, this road feels like Ruby's gonna fall apart. Holy cow.
He's trying to wiggle it to pieces.
Jeez.
It feels like that Ace Ventura scene where like, So this is the Valley of the Giants, and y'all, it is just located right in the desert. You would never know it's here. You drive down this dirt road and all of a sudden these just spring up from every direction. And boy, are they huge. I thought the saguaros were big. These are like the size of a house.
I honestly thought they would be half this size. It's very cool. One thing you notice is that they'll have holes all throughout the plant. That's because birds live inside of there.
We've seen a lot of little like chipmunk or little desert creatures running down into the root system of it. There's like a whole ecosystem going on in here.
It's like nature's hotel. And a lot of bees. Every time we stop, bees come after us.
Yeah, they keep flying into Ruby, and it's really terrifying. I'm trying to drive and take it in, and then a bee hits me in the face. A good stretch of it is 4x4 only, but you can definitely get in for maybe half a mile or so in any vehicle.
So bring your Camry, bring your Corolla. You might pop a tire. I can't make any guarantees there, but
the road is pretty rough coming in, but you should be able to make it. Just go slow, like my brain is slow right now. Real talk, this is how long and pointy my leg hair gets if I let it go for a couple days.
You and this cactus have something in common.
I know. You goobers. Don't get in front of me.
Did you guys miss us? Come here. Did you miss us? Did you miss us, buddy? Come here. Come here. Hey, buddy. Oh, buddy. What? These are basically our dogs now.
They're so sweet. I love them.
They love when you turn the faucet on for them. You trying on your new shirt?
I am. Confirmed that it's funny, but I feel like it's a lot lower than it should be. It should be like...
The boobs should be like up there.
I didn't think that getting a sexy shirt would make me look tremendously less sexy. What about the back though? Is that good?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Bad purchase, but good purchase too.
If you say so.
So sadly, our campsite does not have full hookups. We don't have sewer. Only water, but our water tank is quickly filling. Normally it wouldn't be a big problem, but we get so dang sweaty during the day and just so salty and so gross and so sticky. You gotta take a shower, but they're way over there and they're not very glamorous.
Unlike you.
Yeah, look at me. I am like the epitome of glamour and cool and sophisticated.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
I like this shirt a lot. Not too far off from the real thing. That's a big roach.
He can have whatever shower he wants.
Well, good luck. At least you got some booze to go along with you.
Yeah, same to you. Thanks.
Bye. So yeah, the shower is basically just like this little dank hole. This one doesn't have a shower head. Just got this little wooden bench here, and then there you go. There's your shower. Yeah, definitely not the most glamorous shower we've ever seen in an RV park. The showers actually all share a drain, so they all drain through this trough that goes through each one and then out to who knows where. How'd it go?
Well, I think I'm cleaner than I was before, I think.
Did you take a shower with some cucarachas?
Almost. I was in one shower and looked over at the drain next to me and a huge sucker crawled out of that one, but nobody came up out of mine.
Do you ever wonder why cockroaches don't fly more often? Do they forget that they can fly or something?
Maybe it's like getting phased out of their anatomy. Maybe one day they'll never be able to fly. That'd be great.
We can only dream.
Only dream.
Got a bunch of sand and all our little components here. We meant to get like a bag that we could contain all this stuff in, but we just did not get around to it. I think it works.
Sure hope so. So it turns out, actually, most of these sites do have a dump. Just ours didn't, and they didn't think to tell us to move to a different one.
So we found one right here.
Great. We could have been showering this whole time in our nice fancy shower without cockroaches. So when you get gas here, you can't actually get your gas. They have to pump it for you, which is sometimes very nice, but it gets a little chaotic. Just sometimes there can be a language barrier and it can be kind of complicated.
Also, it's really hard to pump the gas in a lot of our vehicles. You have to like baby it and do it a certain way. You can't put the nozzle in all the way, so it's a little awkward. Yeah, can we do this as well? Yeah. Looking good. Muy bueno. So today we're gonna be heading further south and it gets a little sparse. There's no guarantee there's gonna be gas, so we're filling up our little 20-liter auxiliary tank that we keep on Ruby. Always make sure you lock up your gas can. That's not just a Mexico thing, that's anywhere. All right, back on the road.
Alrighty, fueled up.
Well, it's just us in the open road, y'all. We're actually only going just about a couple hours south. Our plan is to just kind of do a bunch of small trips rather than one long one, because you guys know that we have had some trouble with Clementine in our previous videos, and we don't want to repeat that down here in Baja. So we're gonna baby her.
But so far, RV life in Mexico has been way more chill than I thought it would be. I mean, sure things are slightly different, but for the most part, I mean, hooking up your water is the same, electricity, dumping, all that stuff. They have showers. I mean, it's just kind of been like you would expect out of RV life.
And really, they just have way more RV parks than I thought that they would. They're just not all advertised. You can't just search them and book them online or anything like that. You have to just show up, hope they have a spot available, hope that the price is right, and you can haggle a little bit apparently. We haven't really been doing that, but so it's a little bit different. That being said, from here on out, we're gonna try to do some more off-grid stays. We thought we would just take it really easy and just stay in San Felipe for a little while, but now we're getting into it, you guys.
All right, goodbye, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.